You're welcome to today's market review session. All right, so I believe we're going to be having more people to join us on the way. All right, so I'm just going to be kicking off right now, and so I don't take too much of our time. Already, time is fast spent, and we have a considerable amount to talk about. But I'll do my best to keep it as short and as educative and informative as possible. All right, so that being said, welcome to tonight's market review session with us at EasyFX Academy. We do these sessions to give you two major things. And what are those two major things? Very, very simple. Directional bias. All right, so on my screen now, directional bias and key points or zones to watch out for. So these are the two major things that we give during our market review sessions. We have the directional bias and then key points or zones that we give to look out for. Now, why do we do this? So that at least during your trading journey during the course of the week, you can then correlate your trade analysis and whatever it is with these key points or with these zones or with this directional bias. So much so that you'll be able to, for example, if you say we're expecting gold to buy throughout the week, right? You can just look for good entries for your buys, and do will give you some very, very key points to also watch out for. Right? You can look for good entries based off of your own trading style, and then look for buys from there and just make your own very, very good profit. So that's exactly why we have these sessions every week. All right. So let's just go into what we have for today. I don't want to take too much time, like I said earlier, but I'm going to make this as straight to the point and as informative as possible. So first up, we have the dollar, all right, the US dollar currency index. So what we do now, what we're doing right now rather, is we're looking at the currency indices first. And for the dollar, I think we can have to watch out for the dollar to gain some level of strength. Now, during the course of this call, I'm going to do my best to be explaining some parts that will be more towards the side of being an economist, or maybe someone that just does economics and just understands the way general money moves, all right, in the market. So I'll be dropping some hints, all right, during the course of this session for us to be able to learn from. So let's quickly go on. For the dollar, I think we'll watch out for the dollar to still be bullish. All right, we had price breaking up above this initial zone that we're watching out for, this initial pivot, right? We saw price breaking above it. All right, so you can see that this pivot actually still held up around here. So we saw support here, price broke it. All right, price came back here, resistance, price broke it, finally became a support again. And then we can see that price looks to be pushing towards the upside. So I think we can still watch out for the US dollar to still gain some level of strength during the course of this week. All right, at least maybe till, let's see, somewhere around here, it is 104.853. All right, but for what I am seeing right now, my bias for the US dollar currency index is still for us to be bullish. Now, not many brokers allow you to trade DXY, but if your broker allows you to trade DXY, then by all means, you can just look out for buy entries, and then we should be good on that. So that's just it. Now, that will mean that we're expecting currencies against the dollar to drop in general, right? Because we're expecting a stronger dollar, right? So, but we'll still see that, all right? So let's just go on for BXY, the Great British Pound Currency Index. I think I'm also watching out for this guy to drop. All right, then rise. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is very, very simple. From the overall time frame, from the overall structure, let me go up to the daily time frame. Oh, we could see it on the 4 hour still, but let me just go up to the daily time frame to explain that better. So on the daily time frame, you can see low, right, high, low, high, low, high, right. So you can see that price has given us consecutive higher highs and higher lows. Right, that tells us whether that price is still in an uptrend, and we should still be expecting price to continue its push towards the upside. All right, so what we're just currently experiencing right now is that price is trying to come back to find a proper place for a push towards the upside for bullish continuation, right? And we're going to say that price has stretched this inducement from this previous to around 120, this is around 130.00, right? So I'm watching out for price to still just give us a proper drop and come into this zone. Now, in case you're wondering how exactly or why exactly I marked out this zone, this zone happens to be a point where you can get to see some level of pivot actions. One, and this also coincides with our key point when it comes to using the Fibonacci, right? So let me just, all right, this also coincides with our key regions that we look at using our Fibonacci tool, right? So that basically is what I am currently watching out for this week, for a sell to buy sort of scenario on BXY. So for the earlier days of the week, maybe Monday, Tuesday, we can watch out for BXY to still be weak, all right, before we get to see some strength going on. All right, so that being said, let's look at AXY also. Now I'm going to do my best, like I said, to explain some other things to us during this call. So for AXY, the Australian dollar currency index, I'm expecting this guy to still be bearish also. All right, I'm expecting bearishness from this guy. But what I am going to explain right now is very, very important. And I need everyone to listen to the best of their abilities to what I'm about to say. One thing that moves price is liquidity. Now, what is liquidity? Basically, I look at liquidity as money that is moving, money that is in action. So if, for example, if I decide that I want to get a certain quantity of a product, all right, my money is being put to action, it's being put to work. So at that point in time, there's liquidity that has been supplied, all right, so that I can be able to receive that product, so to speak. Now, at every single point in time where you get to see that price moves towards the upside or price moves towards the downside, there's actually been an accumulation of orders, market orders. So there have been orders that have been set here to buy, to push price towards the upside. There have been orders that have been set here to push price towards the downside. You get that? So there are buy orders, maybe some stop losses also, different things, different orders. All right. In Forex, you have buy orders, you have buy stop, sell stop, buy limit, sell limit, different orders that have been set around those regions are currently pushing price in that direction. Right now, what this means is that for every time you get to see that price makes a move, all right, you can actually liken that to some move, to a move that has been put into place or set into action by liquidity, by the movement of money. So at this point in time that you go to see that price went to the upside, they actually buy orders around here that push price up. So what price has currently just done is that it has swept liquidity from here. So people will look at this as an inducement, whatever it is, all right. But we're seeing that price has swept liquidity from this low and has dropped. Now, one other thing that makes me quite confident that price for AXY that should still drop is the fact that we have this rejection from here. This is a very strong rejection card. Now, bear in mind that this is an index, so this type of candles are fairly common, especially on the AXY chart. As you can see, crazy wicks in multiple places, so you should not be surprised anymore, right? But what we can see is that price will be moving to come and claim liquidity from this guy eventually, all right? So price currently will be trying to clear this low around 67.41 or so, or 64.71 rather. All right, so price is still going to try to go. So that is one of the things I'm looking at, that is giving me that shorty, that price. Oh, since we've cleared this low here, then price has no reason to want to continue the upside. It might just want to come down, or it has still sweep liquidity some more from this low here. So for that being said, I'm just expecting AXY, to still be bearish during the course of this week. All right, so let's go on. I don't want to take too much of our time, like I said earlier, but let's just go on. So for CXY, sorry, give me a minute. I think my chart is still loading up. Give me a minute. Just give me a minute, please. Very good. We're back now. All right, so very simple on CXY, something similar. Let me go to the daily time frame. So on CXY, we have something similar. What do I mean by that? Currently, what we can see is that price has actually swept. Let me increase this a bit. What we can see from previous structure, right, is that price has actually come towards this previous support around here. This is around 71.95 or so. Where price has come towards that region. And now we can see that the first time price got there, right, it was a push towards the upside. All right, second time, so that price almost got there, got pushed towards the upside before we got to see this double top here, right? Now price is coming back again towards there. There's every possibility rather for price to negate this point and still drop. Why? Because now you have liquidity resting here. So you have this point that can now act as equal low liquidity, relatively equal low liquidity, right? This low and this low, right? So price can just literally want to come here, sweep these lows, and then continue to maybe make a retracement rather for a buy, right? So what I'm currently watching out for is a very simple sell to buy sort of scenario. All right, I want to see during the course of the week, maybe during the earlier days of the week, maybe even just Monday or Tuesday. All right, we just get to see a short buy, all right, before we get to see weakness from CXY. All right, so this current long buy that I'm watching out for might not happen this week. It might be next week. It might be, a few months from now. Maybe not a few months, maybe like 2 months. All right, from now. But basically, that's what I'm currently watching out for on the CXY. So I'm watching out for weakness from the Canadian dollar. Now, something similar again is what I'm watching out for on Gbpjpy. I'm watching out for this guy to also drop, right? So we've seen a bearish pennant being formed. We've seen that price came in bearish, right? Entered this pennant formation and price came out of it bearish. All right, so I think I get to watch out for price to still want to continue bearish. So that being said, I'm just watching out for a bearish continuation on Gbpjpy. So I'm bearish, or I'm watching out for a weaker Japanese yen during the course of the week. All right, so that being said, let's go into everybody's favorite commodity to trade, gold. Everybody's favorite commodity to trade, gold. Now, this is where I'm going to do my best to sound a bit technical. All right, not to confuse you, I promise you. It's not to confuse you, it's just to give you a proper explanation. All right, as traders, these are those things that I believe that we should all have. All right, and I'll ask now when it comes to being able to explain how the markets move. Now, money moves in, when it comes to the financial markets, money moves between, you have your stocks, right? You have the normal forex market, you have crypto. Well, I think these are the three major ones that you have money moving through, right? Stocks, forex, crypto. Now, why am I saying this? Why is it that I brought this up? Very simple. Right now, you are saying that there's an unprecedented strength when it comes to gold. Gold has currently been rising for the last how many months? A very long time. I can't say, maybe 6-7 months. if not longer, even almost a year. We have seen an unprecedented level of bullishness from XAUSD gold, right? Now, what this means is that many people are getting scared to leave their money as, or many countries or many big players are getting relatively scared to leave their money as just fiat currencies, or maybe even just crypto. All right, so you can see that money is actually flowing, all right, from all of those diverse places into gold. So many people many countries might also be feeling like, oh, let's just increase our gold reserves. And when you have that type of thing, when demand starts rising, it means the price also will start rising, right? That's just normal economics, right? So we can see that the demand for gold has started rising, and then we can see that the price of gold also is rising. So much so that I think I said this last week during the last market review. What we are most likely going to see is that for a while, gold is still going to continue giving us consecutive all-time highs. So we've seen a new one. I think this is the current all-time high right now. This is around 2758 or so. It's very likely that gold is going to break it this week, right? So what I'm currently watching out for will be for some level of rejection from this zone on the. I think this is something I marked up on the 4-hour time frame, right? So I'm just watching out for some level of very, very minute rejection, all right, towards the downside, which will just price to get comfortable and get, maybe sweep some liquidity from the fair value gap left behind before price continues bullish again. All right, so maybe Monday, Tuesday, you might get to see that happen, and then by Wednesday, Thursday, I'm expecting gold to give us a new all-time high. So that basically is my directional bias for gold during the course of this week, and I hope that is clear, right? So let's look at USD CAD. Also, I think for USD CAD, I'm watching out for this guy to be bearish. Yes, I'm watching out for this guy to drop very soon, right? So basically, I'm watching out for overall, though I'm watching out for this guy to still buy, right? So even though I'm looking out for this sell, but I'm watching out for this guy to still move towards the upside a bit. Again, if we walk based off of what we are seeing from the chart, you can see that this is a very, very good point for price to decide to come and clear liquidity from. All right, so I think for this week, we might still get to see price push a little bit higher, maybe even towards this end, right? And then maybe we get to see price just break it a little bit before we get to see any substantial drop. But I hope that is clear. Overall, maybe this week, I think let me just clarify that for this week, I think we can watch out for this guy to be bullish. All right, so between, let me say, it might not last for this whole week. Let's say between Monday to Wednesday or so. Like we might see this guy will just be bullish, and then maybe towards the end of the week, then you can get to see some preferable bearish reactions towards the downside. So I hope that is clear for USD CAD. Let's go to GBP USD also. GBPUSD. So for GBPUSD, again, let's see. From what I can see, now this zone here is the pivot region I've marked out that I'm very, very much interested in. And overall, I'm still watching out for this guy to drop. This guy still looks very, very much locally bearish to me, right? So I can see that price has given us consecutive lower lows and lower highs for the past couple of weeks, this is October, yeah, so past couple of weeks, right? So I still want to see price keep giving us that, drop. All right, so that being said, I think we can watch out for price to break this previous low around, let me confirm that quickly, is around, let's say 1.29, forgive me, give me a minute, 1.29089. So we can still watch out for this guy to give us that proper drop on GE for the next couple of days, all right, or even this whole week. So my directional bias for GBPUSD during the course of the week will be bearish, all right, so that's just it basically. I hope that is clear also. So let's look at GBPJPY. Frankly, tonight or this week rather, I don't think I have any serious setups to watch out for until maybe when I get to see, the markets moving during the course of the week. So for now, I'm not really seeing so much that I'm very, very much interested in or are looking, funny warriors to me. They're looking attractive to me. All right, all these, I'll just be watching out for more. But these ones are ones that I can say, oh, they look, feasible during the course of the week. So that being said, this GBPJPY very, very simple. We're still bullish, right? But I'm watching out for this guy to just give us this little bit of a drop back into this, trend line. All right. So one thing that we can just do to help ourselves to clarify that is that we can just easily fib from this high to this low. Yeah. All right. So normally we will not come down to the 30 minutes for this, but I think we can just do it for the meantime, right? So we might just watch out for price to drop. Possibly that's a bit low, but that's a possibility as far down as here. All right, let's see if we have any pivot regions for us to capitalize off of. There's one somewhere around there. All right, this is another little guy here. This is another very, very little pivot region around here. Let me just mark it out for the sake of marking it out. So I think I want to work. I am more interested in working with the first one than the second. All right, so somewhere around here. All right, so you can just easily put, let's just increase that a bit. So somewhere around there. So between 196.882 and 196.739. All right, that's the zone I'm watching out for the buy of GBPJPY. So it's sell to buy movement basically is what I'm expecting. I hope that is clear also. like I said, I don't take too much time tonight. All right, so let's go to GBPCAD also. Then we'll do GBPAUD, I guess. Yeah, we'll do GBPAUD also. So for this guy also, I'm watching out for a sell to buy off of this guy. Let me go up to the 4-hour time frame. All right, so a sell to buy scenario is what I'm watching out for. However, I can see a pivot region around here. All right, so let's just mark that guy out. So you might be wondering, why is it that I like pivot regions? It's because they work. So it's not if I like it just like that. It's because they work well. They work wonders, especially on the higher time frames. Right, so let me just clarify that. So a little bit of a drop towards here, and then we should get to see a buy from there. All right, so the zone is between 1.79698 and 1.79. I think this is 1.79590, 1.79698, and 1.79590 is the zone to watch out for on GBPCAD. All right, so that is clear. Also, quickly let's go to GBPAUD. Give me a minute. I've realized of recent that the networks in Nigeria have been playing their own pranks on me. All right, but still, it is all. All right, so for GBPAUD, I think we can still watch out for this guy to also drop. Yeah, I think we can still watch out for this guy to drop. Let me come as low as the 30 minutes time frame for this. I think this is a pivot region. Yes. So we can just watch out for this again. The zone for this buy this buy that I'm watching out for on GPA is between 1.95695 and 1.95488. I'll come again 1.95695 and 1.95488. That is the region for the buys that I'm watching out for on GBPAUD. So I hope that is clear also. So a sell to buy scenario basically is what I'm watching out for during the course of the week. All right, so quickly let's look at AUD/USD. I think after AUD, I think I just have like 4 or 5 more commodities I really want to share with us, and we can call it a session. All right, so let's look at let's go to the 4-hour time frame. Oh, before I even do that, please, if you have any commodities you want us to look at together, just drop them in the chat box, and we'll also look at them. All right, so again on GBP, like I said earlier during the beginning of this call, right, we're expecting price to sweep liquidity, to want to be attracted towards where orders have been placed, right? So we've seen price break this liquidity or break this previous low, meaning that liquidity has been swept from this low. I can see that price is still dropping. All right, so the next point we should watch out for will be this second low here. All right, this is another low that we know that price will be deciding that it wants to come and clear, and that's around 0.65600. Is that correct? 0.65600. 0.65600 on AUD/USD. So I'm actually bearish on AUD/USD during the course of this week. Also, I hope that is clear. If I'm to give any key points really on here, I would just say you can just watch out for, because of the manipulations that might happen when market opens, right? You might just watch out for price to come towards this point here. This is around 0.66141. All right, so you might just watch out for that little bit of a push towards the upside, towards this, maybe. All right, and then we'll get to continue for our overall sell. So that is clear for AU. Overall, still bearish on that guy. All right, so for EURUSD too. Now, EURUSD is where I think I have to really break things down. All right, because there are a lot of things I'm seeing. All right, and I'm going to do my best to maybe, let me start from the daily time frame. So let me take you on my journey on the journey of how I'm looking at EU right now. So work with me on this, right? So overall, from what I can see now, this is a pennant formation. Now, usually when you see a bearish pennant or a bullish pennant, what usually happens is that price comes from one side and leaves from the other direction. All right, so you can see that price came into this pennant formation from the downside. All right, so I'm expecting that came in, it was moving towards the upside and then entered the formation, right? So I'm expecting that price would do something like this. So going based off of just chart patterns, right? I'm expecting that he is about to become extremely bullish. Now, that's from the daily time frame, and from what I can say in the daily time frame, right? So if we come down to the 1 hour, the 2 hour time frame, I want us to look at the immediate structure that we can currently see and consider, right? The immediate structure that we can currently see and consider. Now, if we look at the immediate structure we can see and the 1 hour time frame, some people might be tempted to say, oh, this is a high. Right, and then some people might say, oh, this is a change of character. Will you be correct? Yes. Will you be wrong? Also, yes. All right, now the reason why you'll be correct is that truthfully, this high has been broken. All right, but the reason why you'll be wrong will be that we have to actually look at it from the overall view. What is our major low? What is our major high? What is our swing low? What is our swing high? All right, so for that, let me go up to the 4 hour time frame. All right, so we can look at that together. So if I'm going to mark out, structure based off of what I can see on the 4 hour time frame, this is what I would do. If I had called this with my eye, My next low will probably be around here. Let's just use this for now. This. Yes, very good. So this is basically what we are seeing right now. So for me, before I'll be able to say, oh, price looks to be bullish or price is actually ready to become bullish overall, I want to see price break above here. All right, this is around 1.08732, around that point. Let me see. Let me get the exact. So 1.08 rather, 1.08747, 1.08747. So I want to see price break above that point before I now say, oh, it's very, very likely that we've had a change of character and prices are ready to, become bullish. So something like this. So all that is clear. All right. So the reason why I said this is because I need us to really understand that. I really need us to understand market structure. All right, the naming. All right, because it's very, very important. So it will save you from a lot of art breaks, when you're analyzing your charts. So right now, I think what we can watch out for is still for this guy to drop based off of correlation. Right, we can see from GBP, USD, from gold, from other guys. We can still watch out for this guy to drop. However, sorry about this. So however, this was the previous two that was swept. All right, we'll just minutely swept, and there are many points in times in the market where you get to see something like this. Let me quickly explain it with just a drawing. All right, you get to something like this, and then price does something like this, and then it comes down. Now you can see that this previous high, was actually lower than this next one, right? But was just a little. So what price did basically was to sweep liquidity, all right, from this high here. Just sweep that liquidity just a little bit, then continue its overall direction for itself. All right, and the reverse is what I am seeing right now. That you can see that price has swept this low, all right, and it's just looking like it is ready to turn bullish. So I'm going to be very, very cautious on this guy during the course of the week. I think for me, I might not be trading Euro USD till maybe towards the end of the week, maybe Wednesday or Thursday, based off of my trading style. But to give us a directional bias for what you might be watching out for on Euro USD is very, very simple. Watch out for sales for now. And if you're taking any trades, please take them as scalps. All right, don't take swing trades on Euro USD right now. Personally, I'm tempted to look for an entry around here and just enter for a long position, a buy position, right? But I'm calm. I'm very, very conservative. My capital must be protected. Yes, it's not good to lose money. Nobody likes losing money, so it's very, very simple. So let's just watch out for sales for the meantime. If we get to see price break above this point again, like I said, then definitely we'll be looking out for the reasons for buys. But basically, that's what I'm just watching out for Euro USD. So directional bias, you can look out for short scalps for sales. All right, but overall, I'm watching out for price to be very, very massively bullish on this guy very, very soon. All right, so that is clear for EU. And you have to understand also, like I said, I was going to be putting in some bits of economics in this. You have to understand that the elections are coming up, I think November 25 or 28 or something. I've already forgotten. 25th of November, I think. That's just a few weeks from now, right? So currently what you'll be seeing is a lot of uncertainties, and this is towards the end of the year. The markets usually tend to have some very, very funny moves towards the end of the year. They may not move as anticipated on a normal day towards the end of the year and towards the earlier days or earlier months rather of the year, like November, December, January, February. You might see that the market will be doing smeh, like some people will say, right? So, but let's just watch out for that, anyways, on Euro USD. So before we end, I have three more commodities I want to share with us. First is UJ. First on that list is UJ. So for USDJPY, give me a minute. Very, very simple. Again, I think I said this last week. I'm watching out for this guy to still drop. Right, I'm watching out for this guy to drop into this zone. This is around 150.072 and 149.549. All right, it gets a sweep of liquidity from this point, this moment here. This is a ascending channel, or an ascending channel rather. I want to see that price to sweep the liquidity from that trend line, supports around that point, and then get to that jump properly into that zone for the buy. So you can watch out for buys very soon off of USDJPY. But for Monday, Tuesday, you might see more sells. All right, at least till price gets to that point. All right, so next up we'll look at EURCAD. Let me check. Do we have any commodities that anybody wants to look at? So AUDJPY, definitely we'll look at that right now, sir. Solar FX, I came late, sir. Oh, I'm very, very sorry you came late, but don't worry, you can still catch up. If you have any commodities you want us to look at, you can just drop them in the chat section. Sir, can we? I think that's Solar FX. Says, sir, why did you put asterisks in like 4 places? We can check gold later. All right, we'll check it again. All right, because you came late, we'll just check it again. So for EURCAD, very, very simple. I'm watching out for a sell to buy movement off of EURCAD. All right, I can see that there is this very, very beautiful looking guy that everybody knows. All right, this is an FVG rather. All right, and there's every possibility for price to decide to want to come into that region right now. Even though I'm watching out for that, overall I'm bullish on EURCAD for the meantime. So preferably for me, I want to see price come maybe towards the 50%. All right, of this swing. Let me just flip that and mark it out here. Very good. So I'm watching out for price to come towards here. This is around 49534. Right, am I correct? 1.49534. Yes. So I'm possibly watching out for those that. I don't think price is going to want to come out and clear liquidity from, or clear the full, or fill up rather the old gap, right? So we might just get to see some level of bearishness, price clears this guy out, and then continues into overall direction towards the upside, at least till here. Right, at least till here. But I think what you can just watch out for EURCAD should just be sells for short scalps when the market opens. So price should just get towards this end drop. I think if we go down to the 30 minutes time frame, we should be able to see, yes, the reason for price I want to sweep trend line liquidity towards this end come here. Very good. This looks like a pivot region on the lower time frame. Yes, it is. Let me see if we can get something very good. It actually is this region. Can you see it's very, very small? Yes, it's very, very small, but this looks very, very workable. Very, very workable. So let's go back to the daily time, the 4 hour time frame that we are on. So this is actually very, very workable. So we might just see price sweep liquidity from this trend line come into, this region around there. Maybe I should just give you the coordinates. So it's very, very small. And I would not advise I should just trade with it, but you can just walk, based off of it and look for buy entries when you get the price come as low as that. So that's between 1.49528 and 1.49507. So you can go out for buy entries from anywhere around that region. By your discretion, place up your stop losses and whatnot. All right, and then look for entries for buys from there. And so that is clear. Now, finally for tonight, from my own end, before I go into what Mr. Jola Osho and Sula FX said we should check out, is a very, very interesting guy. See this commodity that I'm about to show us. I do not trade it on a normal day. All right, it has been long since I've traded it. Let me put it like that. I really look at this guy. But somehow I just saw something interesting and I said, let me just share it. It can't hurt to share, right? All right, so this is Usdzar. It's an exotic pair, and it is a very, 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 should I say it's volatile? I guess you can call it volatile. It's actually quite heavy. I think in terms of weight, it's actually heavier than gold. All right, meaning that your 0.01 on gold might not compare with the same amount of pips, right? Might not compare with the 0.01 on Usdzar. It is a very, very crazy guy. Very, very crazy guy, trust me. So what you can just watch out for currently on USDZAR, if at all you're going to trade it. In fact, I would advise you to be very, very cautious. If you do not have the mind or the risk appetite for it, please stay away from it. All right, but you can just watch out for price simply to sweep this low here. All right, drop a little bit lower into this zone here. Buy zone is between 17.56759 and 17.53100. Again, 17.56759 and 17.53100. And then you can watch out for buy from there. So this is actually a very risky trade, all right, from what I can see. But all the same, I think this is something that is very, very plausible. And I'm watching out for it during the course of the week. But again, if you don't have the risk appetite, don't try to trade this guy. It can break your heart. It can break your heart. I don't want you to have a broken heart in the course of the week. Right, so that's just basically it. So quickly, before we end today's session, let's look at AUDJPY and gold again, and then we can call it a night. So, let's load up AUDJPY. All right. I think I was avoiding this guy last week. I can't remember why, but I think I was avoiding it last week. I don't know if the guy offended me, or maybe I saw something that I didn't like. I most likely saw something I didn't like. So let's start from the daily time frame. All right, so we can then. Okay, so for the daily time frame, it looks like we might still be watching out for this guy to be minutely bullish. However, we're in a very, very interesting point. Whoosh! What a conundrum we are in. Oh, wonderful. Okay, but I think I can extend it. So sorry, just give me a minute to write. So in case you're hearing me and I'm talking to myself, don't worry, everything is fine. All right, I'm just interacting with myself as I analyze. All right, so push this a bit. So we can currently see All right, so that's very clear already. So I think what we can watch out for on AUDJPY for the earlier days of this week will be this: a drop from this guy. All right, but not too substantial, right? So the reason why I'm saying that is very, very simple. We've seen that price has broken this trend line. All right, and we've seen that the break was actually the candle that closed at least below it was still, having a full body. So we've not tried. I don't think that candle is fully done yet. We should still see how it gets to play out on Monday or in the next few hours when market opens, right? But I think it looks like price will be likely deciding to drop, right? Because we can see that there's a break below this trend line, and definitely we know that is every reason for. That is more than enough reason rather for price to want to sweep liquidity from that guy. Sorry, right? So let's just watch out for that drop on AUDJPY. I think I am leaning. Let me see. No, does it connect? No, it did not connect. So I think I'm leaning towards that on AUDJPY for a sell. So let me see, because you asked for it. Let me go down to the 1 hour time frame. I think I'll stop on either the 1 hour or the 2 hour time frame. Okay. Do you have any pivot regions that we can work with here? We have this guy here, but price might not come back to it, because this is not an immediate one. This is one that has already been used. All right, but let me just mark it out in case price wants to give us a sort of head and shoulder type of thing from here. So maybe, let me do this. So maybe something like this is what I'm watching out for on AUDJPY. So this, and then a sell continuation. So how that's clear, Mr. Xauusd. I think you're the one that asked for that. This is currently what I'm watching out for. No, sir, I won't be able to call it a night. I wasn't able to jot down the USD ZAR buy limit. You want to trade USD ZAR? Hey, yeah. Okay. Just know that it's not me that gave you the trade idea. It's not me. But I'll give it to you. Sorry, I'll not give it to you. I'll just call it out. But it's not me that gave you. I like the fact that you want to even trade it. People that take risk in the market is very, very good. So sorry, Mr. Xauusd. So this is just it basically. I'm watching out for a sell continuation on this guy. My coins in between 100.769 and 100.689. But let me do it like this. Let me help ourselves. Let us help ourselves, right? What we can do is that when market opens, watch out for the reaction that the price does during the earlier hours of this week. So between this evening when market opens and let's say London session, that will be around 9 or 10. Let's just say around 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. If you see that price has broken above this region, then by all means, just watch out for more buys. If you see that we have a clear enough rejection, like a strong rejection candle, I think I explained what I mean by rejection candle during the last market review session, but let me just draw it up again. Something like this. For example, if you see a clear one like this, a very strong rejection candle, telling us that there is a reason for price to want to fly towards the downside, then by all means, or if you see an engulfing candle, right, by all means, I think you can knock it to 500 lot size. See that it's me that told you to do it. All right, but just watch out for what price does during the earlier hours of this week. So this between tonight and 9 a.m. tomorrow, and let's see the rejection or the move or the reaction that we get to see of price in that region. So how that is clear, Mr. Xauusd. Mr. Sula FX, or I think Mr. He said that you were not able to judge the USD ZAR buy limit. So I'll call it again because you want to take risk. Take the risk. It's very, very good to take the risk. Very, very simple. So this is between 17.56759 and 17.53100. So again, this is a very, very, very utmostly risky trade. This guy will break your heart more than gold will break your heart. Trust me. But by all means, knock out 500 lot size. All right, but this is something I'm just quickly watching. I'm not going to be trading this. This one I'm showing you. I'm not going to be trading it. I'm just watching out for it, and I decided that it's not a bad idea to give it to everyone. All right, to work with, right? So lastly for the night, let's look at gold. Last but not least for the night, since Mr. Sula was not around. So let me explain what I explained earlier for gold again. Now I said before, all right, that you have the forex market or the general, money market. Let's call it money market for now. You have money. You have that money moves between stocks, the forex market, and then money moves towards crypto also. Right, so you have these three major guys: stocks, forex, crypto. Now the other ones, but when it comes to market cap and other things, these are the quote unquote the big three, right? So stocks, forex, and crypto. Now, what this means is that usually when you get to see that there's a lot of volume in the forex market, what has happened is that money has been pushed or diverted from either crypto or stocks into the forex market, right? So there's sometimes that you see that some commodities like EUG, gold, they will not move as much, but you see BTC will just be flying, because money has been pushed from the forex market, which deals with majorly commodities like currency pairs and maybe some metals, into crypto itself. Right? And there's sometimes that you see that stocks will just be doing piang. Tesla will be fru, Apple too, fru. Different other stocks like that and all stocks like that. So what usually happens, or what currently is happening, is that gold is rising at an unprecedented pace. Right? We are seeing consecutive all-time highs being made almost every week on gold. And this was just the last one. Right? This is around 2,758.76 or so. That was the last all-time high that we just got to see on gold. Now, personally, I'm expecting that this guy will actually give us a new all-time high rather. Why? Because this guy is still massively bullish. I have no reason to believe that this guy is looking bearish. Anybody that looks at their gold chart and tell you that gold is bearish right now, please run away from them. Please, I just go beg you, run away from them. Right? So what I think we can then watch out for is for this guy to actually still push towards the upside and give us a new all-time high during the course of this week. But for me, looking at it from the 4-hour time frame, I can see that we're in a very, very interesting region. Right, so I want to see price give us a little bit of a rejection. That's why I think let me go back to the 4-hour time frame. So just to give us a little bit of a rejection, right, from here. Now this is a bearish order block that is being formed in a bullish, all right, in a bullish trend. So this whole candle here that I marked out. Let me show you the candle. This whole candle here, or it's actually a bearish order block being formed in a bullish trend, right? So it's very likely that it might not hold up, but I think we might still watch out to see, or we should still be able to see some level of just changing reactions towards the downside during the course of the week. So that's why I had this sell to buy sort of arrow drawn on my charts, right? So from anywhere inside here, I might just watch out for price to come, maybe to come and chop out some liquidity from this fair value that was behind just a little bit here, and then we'll continue our overall direction for the buy. So that basically is what I'm watching out for on gold. So I hope that is clear. Solar FX, I'm very sure I've been able to go over it. So I don't think you should have any questions on it. So thank you very much. With this yours of mine, I think this is a very, very good place for us to put the full stop to our journey for the night. It has been how many minutes? I can't even see the amount of time that we've used. I think it has been close to 40 minutes already, though. All right, of time with us, and I really appreciate us joining tonight. All right, so we're posting this on our YouTube channel. Please do also like, subscribe, and share. Like I said, invite your friends. Yeah, I know that you know people that trade that they don't know what to do sometimes during the week. Tell them to come and learn. Maybe they will learn. They will know what to do during the course of the week. Don't be watching your friend be losing money and you be making money. It's not fair. It's not right. All right. So thank you very much for joining us for tonight's market review session with us at EasyFX. I'm very, very sure we'll have an extremely profitable week. All right. So thank you very much and have a wonderful night's rest. All right. Good night, guys.